Tom, welcome to Adams Park. Thank you for bringing all these shirts. We're going to start with the goalkeeping ones. I'm a 10-year-old boy again here. This is fantastic. 92, 93,
yeah,
91, 92
early
even.
90s. It's a really old school. I mean, look at the patches on the shoulder pads, the
Old
elbow
school.
pads. It's instant. So that takes my parents back to when they were little, when they were coming to the games as well. So that's one of my favourites in the collection.
When I see a shirt, I often just link it to a player. Chuck Masadik, or Chuck Martini as he's known now, but this to me screams Chucky. This is incredible. And we can tell we're 90s here because of the design, but this as well, fantastic. Where do you find these?
Here, there and everywhere. Friends, ex-players sometimes, all around the globe. I think this particular shirt I got from Poland, from a good seller, a good friend of mine, and everywhere I can find them. Anywhere I can find them, I'll try and grab them.
So there's a community of people like you then everywhere who collect shirts?
Yeah, you'll find lots of different people collect different things. There's a couple of friends of mine who collect only goalkeeper shirts. So they love this part of the collection 100%. But then there's other people who want to just collect their favourite years of shirts. So there's a friend of mine who collects everything from 95. All different teams in England and France. Whereas for me, I collect specifically Wycombe stuff, and a lot of people do that with their own clubs as well.
And a lot of these are rare. I mean, I've been coming to see Wycombe play since the late 80s. I don't think I've ever seen this in my life.
I've done lots of research on each shirt to try and work out which season, which goalkeepers would have worn them. This one throws up a lot of questions because it's got Football League patches, but I've looked over and there's not been one game where I can find a photo or a video of anyone wearing it. So,
Right, Wycombe fans, you know what the question is. Send in your intel on this shirt, which keeper was wearing it, what season, etc. We'd all love to know. This to me, again, Paul Hyde. I remember Paul Hyde wearing this. This is a beauty. Again, this is like Barry Richardson would love this design, right?
This is Barry all over. This has been sort of, if he was playing for Lincoln and wearing this sort of thing, you wouldn't see him out of place. It just screams 90s. This is one of the universally well loved 90s goalkeeper shirts, just because of how just crazy and outlandish it is. I mean, you think it's in that category of, is it a 90s goalkeeper shirt or is it a bus seat design? And I think it looks lovely either way. So.
Right, we're away from the keepers now, and this, Lokes Park, late 80s?
Yeah, 88, 89, 90, just before that swap over to Adams Park.
Umbro. So this is not even the quarters.
So this was the first replica shirt that they sold to fans. So there was two versions. There was a long sleeve version, which is the one I've got, which is, I think, the best looking. And then there was a short sleeve version, which I really want to add because it looks really nice as well. But that's really retro. That's a lovely shirt. And because it's the first one as well, it's like a creme de la creme.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where it all started for the collectors like myself. It's the first one you could get from the shops. Amazing.
So I wonder how many of those are doing the rounds.
Because this would have been my mum's. She would have got this when she was about 18, 19, and it's,
wow.
I'll just say she's in her 50s. I'm not going to tell her how old, but that tells you how long it's been around.
Still in the Mizuna era here. This is very, they've gone back to basics, haven't they? But sometimes with shirts, they have to do that. The cycle, I understand, changed to keep people buying, but some days you have just to go, right, let's take it back to the very basics. I
mean, Mizuna are a great brand for kits, for football boots. I think they're still around today, and rightfully so, because they do make some lovely, lovely kits. I think because we've gone from such away from what we would traditionally say a Wycombe shirt is, they've just gone for a nice, safe home shirt with the nice manufacturing qualities, and it's just a nice shirt. It's a very middle of the road, but still a nice shirt.
Now you've got a question here, again, for the Wycombe ones was massive to help out with. Beautiful shirt this is a classical change kit, but it's got a red and white number. So where did this one come from?
This I managed to pick up on Vinted actually, very recently. It's one of my most recent additions. And I do have a short sleeve version. I saw a long sleeve version, I thought brilliant. Long sleeve is my preference, and unfortunately we don't do as many long sleeve shirts as I'd like. I saw it. It arrived in the post. I was giddy like it was Christmas Day. I opened the packet and I see 15 with a red font on the back, and I did a bit of research into it, And I'm none the wiser. I've spoken to a few people, and I think it could have been maybe like a reserve shirt where the reserve team might have had a few extra shirts printed up, but then I've not seen any pictures of a red one. So if anyone can help answer that question, that would be brilliant.
All right, let us know. This is beautiful. Look at this. What's the story with this one?
So this is actually one of the harder to find shirts you'll see. I think this is 95, 96, sort of away, the pinstripe as it's known. I got this shirt from somebody in Australia who's had a football kit selling business, and he was telling me how he got it, and it was a big story about passing through different people, and it was people around Bucks as well, which has made it quite interesting. One of the first 5, 6, 7 shirts I bought, so it was very early. And he said it's a match worn. I said, okay, I can see it from the patches, and then I can see it from the number as well. And I said, do you know where it's from? And he said, yes, I photo matched it. And photo matching is where you grab pictures of the shirt and from the game you think it's from, and you match it and see if it's the actual shirt worn in that game. And he showed me all of that. And I thought, right, number 11, I'll have a look at these pictures then. And number 11 for this game in particular was none other than the legend himself, Steve Brown,
Wow.
who scored a header in this shirt in an unfortunate 4-2 loss against Chesterfield away. But to have a shirt worn by A, a club legend, and B, someone that scored in that shirt, and because it's a rare shirt itself for C, I mean, that's one of my favourites. Definitely top 5 in the collection.
Brownie. Not just a match-worn shirt, a goal-scoring shirt. Fantastic.
The story behind this shirt is quite interesting. I'm sure we all know that 13-14 season wasn't necessarily the best season. I got on with the player on the back, Junior Marais, quite well. And it was the last game of the season. I think we all know where we were in that season. It was, I think they called it the Great Escape, don't they, Phil?
Yeah.
Very famous game, that brilliant 3-0 win against Torquay. My family went down, we stayed over, and we were like, are we ever going to see us in the Football League again, or is that it? And then all of the emotions, and everyone was sort of in tears, everyone was jubilant with the celebrations, and luckily enough, Junior sought me out from behind the goal. I was shouting, Junior. He spotted me and instantly took his shirt off and came and gave it over to me. And he's
Wonderful.
maybe not a player who's maybe synonymous with Wycombe Wanderers, but this shirt, and from the day it's from, is certainly synonymous with Wycombe Wanderers. So it's a lovely personal memory for me, but also a great memory of a very important game in our club's history.
This is history. Fantastic.
Because JJ is one of those, he's another club legend. I've been trying to get one of his shirts for absolutely years, and this is one that I just happened to stumble across when I was looking for a big pile of shirts. I was going through, got my shirts, about to walk out, and I go, right, I haven't looked at that gold one yet. I turned it around and saw the man himself, and I thought, that is going straight in the basket. Just club legend.
Fantastic. And now our current longest serving player, Captain Jack. As he's now, this is a championship one.
Yeah, Captain Jack. One of my favourite players currently. I think he puts in a real shift, and he's just you can tell he really cares about the club. And as the captain, longest serving player, it says that all in one place. And this goes with my trifecta of championship shirts. I managed to get at least one match-worn version of each shirt from the championship season, with Ikpeazu on the home shirt, Stewart on the away, and the man himself, Grimmer, on that third kit. Definitely the best kit of the 3, I think.
There's still some shirts you need, isn't there? And they're linked to these. These are Sam Vokes' shorts. This is Sam Vokes' peg, by the way, in the home dressing room. So these are Sam Vokes' shorts, and we'll see the different colour here, because this is the Ukraine kit, right?
Yeah, so that was the special edition sort of charity fundraising kit worn against Plymouth. I think when we won that, and Gareth McCleary scored that brilliant goal. Those are his match-worn shorts from that game, and I've been sorting and trying to find a shirt. It just doesn't have to be a match-worn, just a Ukraine shirt, because I know they raffled off some signed ones as well, and I've been really trying to find one over the past 2-3 years since they've been around. This one as well, Phil, this has seen better days. This is 2007 and 8 away or third shirt. It was a match worn with Rice on the back. And the only shirt that we actually wore that I don't have an outfielder shirt of is a loans version of this, which was the 2005-07 third shirt, and it's the exact same shirt, except with this battered dream sponsor, there is a loan sponsor. And there's a fabulous picture of when we beat Bristol Rovers on their patch, and Tommy Docherty is telling one of their players how it goes, as he used to do. There is a definite game where we wore that shirt, and I've never seen one available. So if anyone has any information or one of those, bar the Ukraine shirt from that one game, this is the only outfield shirt I do not own. So if anyone's got any information about this one, that would be brilliant. And then there's any goalkeeper shirts around the early 2000s as well. Those are the only real shirts missing from the collection. Always hoping to add match worn and player issue shirts as well, because I like to collect the different players we've had throughout the years, whether they've been with us for a single season or they've been with us for 10 or 15 seasons. I just like to keep expanding the collection. It's currently at 199 shirts, about 62 of those player worn or issued, and it's only been 4.5 years of collecting, so I'd like to keep expanding and growing that as the years go on.
So Match Worn Shirt is a partner of Wycombe Wanderers. They work with a lot of football clubs. Has that made this easier, this pursuit?
I mean, it's made it a lot easier in terms of some of the rarer shirts that we've got. For example, as you'll know, the yellow goalkeeper shirt we've currently got with Hummel. Last season we didn't stock that in the club shop, so there was no other way of getting it for collectors like myself. And I managed to pick up one from the Barnsley game, where we're not going to talk about what happened in that game because I think we all know that one quite well. And then I managed to get another one as well that went up on a later auction run by separately from the club, but from their website, as to shirts that they were auctioning off for charity. So you've got great things that go towards the things like the Wycombe Foundation and raising money for the club, but also some shirts from Match Worn Shirt themselves are donated to other causes as well, and it's brilliant. If you can get a Match Worn shirt and it goes towards a good cause, it's a win-win situation, and it's a good chance to be able to pick out a favourite shirt of some of your favourites, because I mean, I've got Sadlier and Joe Lowe at the moment as two recent purchases from Match Worn Shirt themselves, and you know, two of my favourite players, and to get those and come with that authentication and those guarantees of Match Worn, it for collectors, that COA as they call it, certificate of authenticity, is gold dust to us, because it's not speculation, it's confirmed. This player wore it in this game on this day. He might have even scored or assisted or kept a clean sheet in that shirt as well. So I think it's a great partnership with the club, and long may it continue.
Amazing. It's been a real pleasure to see these shirts. Thank you for bringing them in. And I hope you guys watching at home have got some big memories as well. And do get in contact if you can help Tom complete his collection, because it's going to be something, I think, down the years, it's going to be something the club's going to come and look at again.
Hopefully so.
Right. Good to see you, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you very much indeed.
Shirt number 200.
Finally ticked off. 4.5 years towards it. It's paid off.
Done it. And I think the first one of these keeper shirts we sold as well.
Thank you very much, mate.
History.
Cheers, thank you. Number 200.